What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with my all tea all shade marriage boot camp season 18, episode 1 review. Sorry I'm getting this review up late, but I will be doing reviews on marriage boot camp. So this season we have four couples like always. This season we have Amber and Miles, aka Sir Brock from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. If you don't remember them, they were the couple on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood where they were childhood sweethearts or whatever. They grew up together. They've been in a relationship on and off. She had a kid with someone else though. But he was like the little girl's father figure. But he ended up coming out to her as being bisexual because he was having a relationship with I forgot that boy name, dark chocolate muscle bound rapper dude or whatever. He was having a relationship on the side with him. He ended up coming out to her as being bisexual. And when she found out, she ran out the house like she was on Maury and fell out the street crying. So now it's 6 years later, and he says that he ain't gay no more and only want to be with her. He says that her drama is what pushed him to be gay. Take that in the pipe and smoke it. Let that digest in your system. She's embarrassed by the whole situation and don't want her family to know that they still fuck around on the low. I don't bit more believe none of this shit. I think they came on here for a paycheck. I don't believe they're together at all. I think that they came on here to extend their 5 seconds of fame and for the check. I don't bit more believe in this bullshit at all. I would be very surprised and shocked if any of this was real at this point. Noriega, the rapper, and his wife Nira are on the show together. They have been married for about 15 years or some shit like that. They have children together. He's very old school in his ways. But she wants more help around the house. I really don't know what's going on with Noriega. I don't know if he has mismanaged his money, if the funds is drying up. I don't know why he's doing all this reality television. All of a sudden he's on here. He was on this past season Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'm just really not understanding what's going on. His career was doing really good as far as I was concerned with Drink Champs and his deal with what's the little black owned network that Puffy on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Can't think of it right now, but he had revitalized his career. So I'm just really not understanding what's up with all the reality show stuff. I feel like it kind of took him down a notch. I know it's a really good bag though. We're doing Love and Marriage. I mean Love and Marriage. We're doing Marriage Boot Camp. From what I've heard, you get about $200,000 to come film for 2 weeks. So that is a nice little bag to get or whatever, but I just didn't really understand why they're on here. Maybe his wife want to be famous. I don't really know. Moni Love, the rapper, Moni in the middle. Where she at? In the middle. If you were 80 baby like me, you know Moni Love. Her and her baby daddy tough, but don't nothing tough look up like he don't look tough at all. I'm like, who donned you the name tough? Should have been Tiff, because nothing about him looks tough. She say he needs to get his shit together. That's why they there. And then the last couple is Mally Mal from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and his girlfriend Treasure from WeTV's Beyond the Pole. She's an ex stripper or she still might strip. I don't know. That bitch got a drunk ass pussy and he don't open up and they've been on and off for 4 years. I don't understand how this nigga still pulling hoes when he out here looking like Voldemort, out here looking like he Professor Snape or some shit. He look like he from House Slytherin. He just looks disgusting. He literally looks like an albino snake. Like, ugh, I don't understand it. Like he literally reminds me of the Uncle Fester from Adam's family. Like, how is he pulling women? Like, there's nothing attractive about this nigga. It gotta be the money. Then the fact that this nigga got all these animals and shit in his house, and I don't know, that nigga look weird to me, bro. So normally they on the first episode they do like a big press conference with the couples, but they switched things up this season and started off with a dating show game. And the game was how well do you know each other? So they had to ask questions and see who knew their partner the best. Nori acting like he on a goddamn dating show for real. He is so excited and geeked. Like, I'm like, nigga, do you not know what's about to come your way? Like, have you not watched the show? So they play that little game and then they end up playing videos of what their partner said about them and they got to guess who said it or whatever. Mally said about Treasure, I want her to do more womanly things. I pay you pump. So he basically one of them people where he feel like, I take care of the household. You be submissive and do what the fuck I tell you to do and don't question me and clean, cook, shut the fuck up. Treasure was like, I'm from the South, so I don't mind being submissive. I love him. And she just gets going on a tangent. Mind you, she done had several drinks after he told her not to. So her drunk coochie up here acting like a goddamn fool the whole time and get to crying. And I love him, y'all. I do. I just love him. And I'm like, what is going on with this girl? Her top wouldn't stay up. Her ass looked like it stink. It was just a lot going on between them two niggas. All I could just visualize is baking soda and baby oil. Like it shit just wasn't coagulating right. So then Amber said about Sir Brock, I have to be sure he only wants to be with me. I told him if he chooses to be by, I'm done with you. I'm ashamed of the situation he put me in. First of all, bitch, he ain't put you in nothing. It's been 6 years and you still there, so you put yourself in that situation. Don't be trying to blame that man on this shit. Now, in the beginning, yeah, but at this point, you know what the fuck is going on. You choose to stay, so that's all up on you. Once again, I don't even believe none of this shit that they doing is true. I think they on her for the bag and just trying to, have a little moment. Miles was like, about her, you make me feel insecure. How many people know we still fuck? Baby Nori face, he was like, the fuck is going on here? Like he was disgusted. So Miles walks off, child. Dr. Ish goes after him. He fake crying. I ain't seen not nan tear come out down that nigga face and says he wishes that he never came out to her in the first place. Blah blah blah. Amber out there on the stage, fake crying, and Moni Love fall for it, going over there consoling her ass. I ain't seen not damn tear fall from her eye neither. I'm like, girl, I wonder how long y'all gonna be able to pull this shit off. So then Noriega says about Neri, I take care of the bills, so that should be enough. He one of them niggas. Him and Mally Mal basically blood brothers. Judge Tolan was like, you ever worry how your personality affects the woman you love? Nori was like, income, um, I come from the old school. I didn't even want her to work. That's how my father was. And Judge Tolan points out that we asked how she felt, and you mentioned I 6 times and never her. And he was like, And it finally started to like click in his head, like, damn, it is I, me, and not we. So he say that he don't like that she puts her friends before him, but she was like, he one of them people where it got to be all about him, and if he comes second to anything, it's an issue. Um, so I don't know. I mean, the same shit they talked about on here was the same shit they was talking about on Love and Hip Hop. So I don't know if they filmed this first or Love and Hip Hop first, but I'm like, I just ain't here for none of this. I don't want them on my screen. Um, but it seemed like this might be some true shit that they going through. And if so, Nori need to come up out of that. And I know on Love and Hip Hop Miami, it was stated that he drank too much, and that was an issue in their marriage as well. So I don't know. It's like the chauvinistic behavior, the drinking, and him wanting her to just be all about him. It's like, nigga, sit down. So Tough says our trust issue started when she was pregnant and I started cheating on her. So now we know they issue is this nigga could keep his dick in his pants while she was pregnant because he was like, I couldn't get it from her, so I started seeing other women. I think he said he was seeing up to like 3 women while she was pregnant. Moni was like, but you wanted this child. So not only did you get her pregnant, but you got her pregnant on purpose and then decided to cheat. Make it make sense, nigga. Ooh, these niggas is trash. So he was like, I didn't consider all that came with it. Nigga, what planet do you live on? Like, did you not understand what happens when a bitch get pregnant and a baby comes in the world? Like, how difficult it is and how much of a challenge it is? But you thought it was gonna be fun and games? You thought this motherfucker was gonna be a My Little Pony? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, but I blame her for dating a nigga named Tough, and he spells it Tuff. So I blame her. So Moni was like, I feel like there needs to be a reason why certain things occur for me to be cheated on so easily. Like I know you from Great Britain. But Molly, you don't have to have a reason for a nigga to cheat. Niggas cheat half the time just because the wind blows, because they're fucking bored. They don't even need reasons to cheat half the goddamn times. Pussy ain't got no face, and when a dick get hard, they do whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, you too old for this goddamn foolishness. You don't need no motherfucking reason. The reason was he cheated. What more you need to know? So Judge Told was like, sometimes you're looking at the reason, but you don't accept it. And I was like, oh, boom, put it on the glass. She needs to understand the fuck. So then the couples retreat back into the house. They sit down to eat. And Nori tells Amber and Miles that they're complaining about the same thing, just in different ways. And so Mally was like, y'all know each other's bullshit. Sir Brock, aka Miles, was like, if we know each other bullshit, then put up with it and let it go. And I mean, it was a fucked up thing to say, but at the same token, at this point, if we ain't gonna leave each other, well, then the fuck? Like, what more do you want from me? So Amber then goes from 10 to 20 and smack his hat off his head and takes his shades off. Then she smacks him upside the head and then throws her drink in his face. Let me rewind. She smacked his hat off his head, smacked his glasses off his face, smacked them in his head, and then threw a whole glass of champagne or wine in his face. Gets up, pulls her skirt down. Mind you, her titties have been out this whole time. And talking about some, you a dumbass bitch, I'm ready to go, and this, that, and the third. Just acting a fool, like just doing too damn much, getting on my fucking nerves already, and we only on episode 1. That bitch and that she need to go. She was doing way too much. Like, that's why I was like, I feel like they putting on the show. Like, just doing too motherfucking much. So then Amber get to following him around the house, questioning why he said what he said in front of everybody, disrespecting her. And Dr. Ish come in and was like, you can't put your hands on him. And she gonna lie and say, I didn't put my hands on him. Like, bitch, what? Are we in the Twilight Zone? So she told me he bringing the monster out of me. And Dr. Ish was like, you a grown ass woman. Like, can't nobody make you do something. Like, she sounded a fucking fool. And Dr. Ish was like, if the sexual energy isn't there, then you all replace it with violence. And that's what it seemed like. But once again, like I said, this shit is a shit show. This is for show. So Miles then tries to apologize to her. She gets up and stomps off, ignoring everything that he's saying. He like, see, like, it ain't me, it's her. So at this point, I'm just remembering last season from when Tahiri threw that apple at Vado's head or his face and disrespected him in front of everybody. And then 5 minutes later, when he snapped and yoked her ass up, he got put out the house and was made to spend the rest of the season in a hotel and only came back into the house to do group events. Why was the same thing not applied to Amber? Once again, a woman has violated policy and y'all didn't do nothing about it. This is such bullshit. If y'all say there is zero tolerance for physical violence, then why was Amber not put out of the house? She hit that man, she smacked him in the face, she smacked his hat off his head, she threw a glass of wine in his face, totally disrespected him, but yet and still she's in the house. Y'all so motherfucking full of shit on this goddamn show. Judge Tola, Dr. Ish, all of y'all, the producers, everybody. She should have been put the fuck up out of the house. You want to go so bad, bitch, you're out of here. You're out of here. If you want to continue on with the process, then your ass got to go into a hotel this whole time. Or bitch, go stay in the outhouse. Go stay in a tent or something. But she should have been made to leave because they crucified Vado last season when that girl had hit him in the fucking face with a fucking apple. And she deserved to get fucking yoked up at that point. Get the fuck out of here. So, Treasure at the table crying about how much she loved Mally. This bitch that drank too motherfucking much. Nori in his confession was like, I ain't never seen nobody double cry. Like, she is so embarrassing. Like, so embarrassing. Mally is embarrassed. And I'm just looking like, I watched Beyond the Pole. I ain't never even seen her talk this much on that damn show. Like, where is this girl? We ain't never seen this version of her on that show. So Amber and Miles end up kissing and making up that night when everybody get their own rooms. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Mally mad that he don't have a TV and enough space in his room because he's a boss and he a king and he need more space. Nigga, you ain't at home. The fuck? So Dr. Ish come in the room and Mally was like, I'm not a controlling person. And Dr. Ish was like to Treasure, do you feel control sometimes? Treasure was like, if you don't agree with Mally, then you don't agree with Mally. Dr. Ish says, if you disagree with him, is that a problem? And she was like, absolutely. So Mally was like, she's not coherent right now. And Treasure was like, I'm not even slurring my words right now. And then she started crying all over again. And Dr. Ish basically feels like Mally is trying to control her and make her feel bad about herself. I was like, I don't see that at all. I see a person that knows how she acts when she gets drunk and was trying to stop her from making a fool out of herself. What are you not seeing? Have you not been watching this girl get belligerently drunk all night and up her crying every 5 seconds? He was trying to stop her from making a fool out of herself. It's obvious that she has an alcoholism problem. What the hell? Hell, I need to be a counselor on this show because I don't know what the fuck Dr. Ish is doing. So Dr. Ish in his confession gonna talk about something isn't right here. They're very uncomfortable around each other. So I don't know if he's trying to say that he's abusive towards her or what. I don't know what picture is about to be painted here, but I don't like it, Bernie. So then later on that night, Mally is just over her ass. He was like, I'm tired of this drunk, crazy shit. Treasure up here talking about some you a alpha, and I feel like it's a college party, and you're an alpha. So that nigga so fed up, he go lock himself in the bathroom. She's so drunk and belligerent, she started to push her ass up against the door, bouncing it up against the door, telling some, oh baby. Everybody hearing her singing and like, oh my God, like we are not about to be able to sleep tonight. How we gonna put up with this bitch for 9 more days? Like this is just too much. And child, that was the first episode of Marriage Boot Camp, bitch. I could barely breathe doing this damn interview. I was holding my titties this whole time because I'm sitting up. But child, it was a mess. Like I said, I'm not here for Amber and Miles storyline. I feel like it's fake. The rest of the couples, I feel like it's on some true shit. But Miles and Amber, I don't believe they bullshit at all. I'll have a vlog up soon about my progress with my cancer journey. I'm still healing from my surgery. I'm still a little sore and not a little sore. I'm still like on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm at like a 6.5 with pain. I'm still, feeling a lot of tenderness in my breast and all of that stuff. But other than that, I'm doing good. I have some doctor's appointments coming up. I will be back this weekend with Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews, Potomac, and Salt Lake City. I don't know if I'm gonna do reviews on BMF or not. BMF is cute to me, but it ain't giving what I thought it was gonna give. I don't know. I like it. I say on a scale of 1 to 10, I give BMF so far like a 6.5, 7. I love Lil Meech. I love Da Vinci. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe they should have began the show in the 2000s instead of the 80s or something. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I do a review this week. I don't know. But let me know what y'all thought of the first episode of Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.